Behind me is where all of the magic happens on Cougar Football Saturday. Once someone checks into a social event on the app, geolocation services will track them until they're about 20 feet from fraternity property. I'm outside of Cleveland Hall, home of WSU's Native American Student Center, where they are gearing up for Native American Heritage Month events to celebrate and educate people on Native American culture. Last night, members of the WSU Phi Gamma Delta fraternity, otherwise known as Fiji, performed serenade skits to various sororities while dressed up in offensive costumes. If you want to join in on the fun, it's not too late to get your tickets to Oktoberfest. You can still get them today for $25 for adults or $10 for kids, or tomorrow will be $35 at the door. The new Cougar cards are still in the mock-up phases, and we might not see them until the 2020 school year. Reporting from the Cub, Vanessa McMahon, Murrow News 8. The data also helps UREC management and staff to know how many employees to have on duty at a given time, and also things like restocking towels and how often to sanitize equipment. Some sunshine in the morning. It's going to be a little bit colder in the morning, so perfect sweater weather, but make sure to layer up because you're going to need to take those sweaters off in the afternoon as it gets to about 60. Get into the afternoon, we're going to see those showers coming in on and off for about the entire night. So if you're heading out tomorrow for any Friday Halloween festivities, you might need to pack an umbrella. I know it might ruin your costume, but gotta stay dry. But we are gearing up for it to be a pretty chilly night again tonight with temperatures in the low 30s. About 11% of students on college campuses have disabilities, yet only 6% of these students with a disability actually identify themselves to the Access Center. Days before the election, North Idaho legislative candidate Laureen Sorensen made Nazi references about her opponent, Republican Caroline Nelson Troy. In a world that is becoming more and more technology-driven, WSU interior design students are trying to hang on to that art form and culture of making and creating by hand. The School of Design and Construction opened up their new Luminaires exhibit at the SDC Gallery, showcasing student-made creative light structures.
We're trying to promote at the SDC this culture of making. And the culture of making simply is how we refer to the importance of creating by hand. More and more today in all of our design industries, the computer is becoming more and more integral to the design process. However, we also want to ensure that we as designers are still creators, that we're not clicking a design. This project allows design students to apply what they've learned in digital techniques to a physical luminaire representation.
A few years ago, I was an accounting major, and I never could have thought that I could make a lamp. And now I can, and it's just really cool. Every single project that I do, it's something that I never could have thought I would be able to do.
Students took inspiration from modern art paintings for the luminaires, then built small replicas, and finally brought the project to life with the help of AutoCAD virtual design software and a laser cutter.
One of my hopes for showcasing this particular project in the gallery, showing the breadth of things that interior designers can design.
You can check out the Luminaires exhibit at the SDC Gallery on the first floor of Carpenter Hall, now through October 28th. Vanessa McMahon, Murrow News 8. WSU is one of 3 campuses in the country piloting the Social Safe app this fall. The WSU Interfraternity Council will use this app to help manage how social events are handled.
Once you check in, it's almost like a boarding pass. Once you check in, your GPS, it tracks you at the event. It's just allowing both presidents, even anyone that's on risk that night, the ability to know who's at their event, as well as the times that they show up and they leave.
Once someone checks into a social event on the app, geolocation services will track them until they're about 20 feet from fraternity property. After that, location services will automatically end.
Social Safe app could potentially help manage events during peak incident times on Greek Row, such as Syllabus Week or around Halloween.
A lot of places have issues with fire code and having way too many people in a space where it's unsafe. So the app, part of the geofence is getting numbers so that our facilities aren't over capacity.
It's a matter of culture change, and so I think that we're realistic in that this is going to take time, and that we are going to be able to create that positive experience in a way that is collaborative, works with our students, our alumni, our national headquarters.
Fraternities and sororities will be required to have the Social Safe accounts, but as of now, it's at the discretion of the individual chapter and their national boards on how they choose to use this app at events. Vanessa McMahon, Murrow News 8.